Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your boy Cash, Greedy, Playmaker 250. Let's rock and roll. Take over.
Guys, there's a lot of stuff happening outside in the world right now. A lot. Other than sports, because, we try to cover sports primarily on this podcast, but sometimes you have to pivot and talk about life. So, with that pivot, let's talk about, Greedy's kicker for his Baltimore Ravens with the allegations and lawsuits that's pending around him right now.
Yeah.
If you guys remember, a few years ago, it was Watson, the quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, the thief.
Yep.
And allegations.
No ski mask.
And the allegations that he went through when he got traded to the Browns, which Houston knew about, and they made sure on purpose to let the leak that information out. But this with a kicker, a Christian kicker. He was kicking for Jesus.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say I think he's innocent.
Stop. Don't do that.
I think he's innocent.
Stop.
I think it's just one of his trials and tribulations that he has to go through.
Yeah, he brought that on himself. So, don't you put that on the trial and tribulations.
Thou shalt not get massages after kicking. That's wild, man. If it was maybe one,
yes,
it's different. But Greedy, how many?
16. Ooh. Yeah, he got 16. There's 16 allegations. I know everybody's supposed to be innocent to proven guilty, but that's a lot of folks saying that you've done a lot of.
So you backsliding then? How can you just say innocent until proven guilty?
I said it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be. Listen,
right, but you're just condemning him though.
Listen,
listen.
I said you're supposed to be. When smoke is fire, ain't 16 people. So
you're condemning him.
Okay, so I can ask you a question. At your job right now, you're a supervisor. You're a supervisor. If 16 people came and tell you that they saw me eating cookies, you gonna say no? Let me see the empty bag first.
That's two different things.
But listen. You're gonna need some kind of proof, right? Listen, 16 people, everybody can't be lying. Let's just say 10 of them lying.
Didn't you just say innocent until proven guilty?
Yes, I said suppose. Didn't I say suppose?
So that means it's innocent until proven guilty unless it's Justin Tucker or Deshaun Watson. Then you guilty automatically.
Listen, 16, everybody ain't lying. That's what all I'm saying. Everybody ain't lying.
And what if all 16 are lying?
Listen, if all 6 of them lying, then we're going to find out. That's why I say, he better have a good explanation.
That's a lot though, man.
That's all we saying.
And what's I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
What's crazy about this is we were just talking about him having his worst performance in a long time.
Why?
During the season, Greedy. So
that's why.
So let me ask: Did he know that maybe this offseason I might get traded, get cut, or this will come out? So this was bothering him all year.
Yes.
Or was he told to cease and desist and not be able to get his massages the way he was supposed to, and he was missing those kicks? So I don't know. That's wild though. And you Christian man, you say? Ooh, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was doing something, sir. Like I said, listen. You're supposed to be innocent to proven guilty, but boy, he better have some good lawyers, boy, because we seen this thing just play out not too long ago, and it seems like it's a trend with football players, man. You don't hear soccer players going through this. If they do, it's 1 or 2. It ain't 16, and they make more money than football players. So we gonna keep our eye on this, and we gonna roll on into the next thing. Playmaker, take off about old Mr. Butler. What's going on with Mr. Butler in the news?
So I read an article saying that Jimmy skipped out on 2 months of. First off, this makes no sense. All right, Jimmy got a contract extension from Miami, but 4 years ago.
Okay.
So he got money, and I looked up the house. Pretty nice sized house. It's massive, nice.
Is it in Florida?
Yes.
South Beach, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of players outright buy houses instead of renting them out.
Yes.
So he was in Florida for 6 years.
So that means for him to rent it out, that means he had no real intentions of staying in Florida.
The man makes no, but he was here for a while though.
But most players,
they buy their houses outright and then sell when they move.
That's not true. Most players rent in cities and then they go home. Like Jalen Hurts, he rents in Philadelphia.
That's true.
He rents and then he goes back home. He goes back to Texas in the offseason.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, but why you don't pay? The man owes over $260,000 in rent. He didn't pay rent for 2 months.
Wow.
And the rent got to be like over 120 maybe somewhere around there a month. Six figures for a house is wild, but he has that kind of money. And then on top of that, $130,000 in damages to the house.
I think he's just trying to get back at Pat.
So you damage a house that you're renting out? Makes no sense.
No, yeah, that's that, yeah.
Jimmy's childish though.
Yeah, one thing don't have anything to do with the other.
House, man.
So,
But again, he's childish. Okay, that's just like the same. That's just like tenants who they get mad at the landlord, right? So because they're mad at the landlord, they would turn the water on and let the water destroy the whole house.
That's wild.
yeah,
And it's like
people do that.
people do that, and it's like, bro, you're not hurting yourself. You're not just hurting the tenants. You're hurting yourself because now this tenant, along with the other tenants, now they're just gonna what?
Yeah.
Jack the prices
For,
of rent up
for
now.
next people,
That's
yeah,
what happened, yeah.
yeah, that's true.
So like when you think you're getting ahead now, it's like, yeah, you might get ahead today, but tomorrow when rent prices are up like $500-$600 more, and then you're complaining like, dang, why is rent prices up? Maybe because you did something stupid a couple of months ago.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So the house, it's valued at $10 million.
Wow. How many square feet?
He
here?
got that though.
Yeah, he got that. In his
But
ass.
again, how much does he? We can't count another man's pockets though.
So he can't flip it. You don't think he can buy the house outright, make some adjustments to the house, and then sell the house when he?
I'm glad you said that. If you notice, pay attention to the news. Nobody wants to be in South Florida anymore. Nobody wants to be in Florida.
What
So
you mean?
Okay, he said he can flip it. Who's gonna flip it when everybody's leaving Florida
It's
right
a
now?
house in Miami.
But
Again, Miami, Florida.
They gonna buy that house.
No,
It's a
that's
nice
not
house.
true. No, it's not true.
Tom Brady's house sold in Tampa. Oh, was it? Yeah, it was in Tampa.
Tampa, yeah.
Ain't nobody buying houses in Tampa right now.
He sold his house
How long ago?
not too long ago.
What do you call not too long ago?
Like maybe last year or so, because the house was on the market.
Last
sat
year
on the
before
market.
when?
Last
Before
year, the house was on the market for a while. This
I know.
after he retired. It was on the
Last
market
year.
for a while, and then
When?
this recently got sold. I don't know. I don't.
Was it before hurricane season?
Last year, the house just sold.
I-
Because he stopped playing football, 2 years ago now, right?
But understand what I'm saying. Was it before hurricane season?
I mean, it's hurricane season in Florida every September, October.
No, hurricane season starts June 1st through November.
I don't know when he sold it exactly, but the house just
because
sold.
if you noticed, after that hurricane last year, almost everybody and their mama was trying to sell a house in Tampa, and ain't nobody buying them. Tampa has a lot of houses in the market because why? Insurance companies are pulling out of Florida.
You can't pull insurance out of Florida because we have flood damages in Florida.
That's why the
Hurricanes.
insurance companies are leaving.
What? Why not make money off of it then? We have to get
How
insurance.
you gonna make money?
Yeah.
You're losing money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you can't. So it's not good to insure your house for just in case of natural disaster.
But-
like the house in California had burnt from the fire.
And that's why the insurance companies were trying to pull out,
Yeah,
and the governor
he's right.
stopped them.
He's right. What he's saying is true. If you insure these people and you paying all these claims, because let's just say, for instance, you're an insurance company, you got 100,000 people that you insure. If you're in Florida, let's just say you in Dade and the hurricane hit, 3/4 of them gonna be your clients, so you got to pay out. You see what I'm saying?
So we don't get insurance in your house.
No.
It's not about
we're
not
not in
getting
insurance.
insurance,
We're
bro.
saying the insurance company don't want to cover you, so they leaving. It's been people that still haven't got paid for the claim because insurance they bankrupt. They don't have the money because they don't pay so many people. So what he's saying is true. Just like in California, these people that got all this insurance, they can jack
They were
it up
trying to
sky
pull
high.
out, and then the governor
Yes.
told them no.
Yes.
The state farm was
you want to pay for these people.
Who
state
funds insurance companies then?
they fund themselves.
So
We fund them when
So
we
they-
pay it every month.
right. So if you have to pay it every month, and then I guess damages happen every year for Florida hurricane
It's
season.
not about happening every year, bro. It's about the frequency of it happening.
Every year hurricanes, it's either bad or not as bad.
Exactly.
Real bad.
And okay, think about it now. Okay, let's look at you have. Let's say you Playmaker 250. You have your own insurance company. Playmaker 250 insurance company. You have $1 million as your breaking point, right?
Okay.
You have 10 clients. 6 of those clients, their homes got damaged.
I have to look
So,
at the numbers
wait.
to see how much I'm charging for the house. Or for the property.
You have $1 million. That's your overhead.
I know, I
That's-
got you.
okay. So now, 6 of your clients, their homes got damaged. So now that's $600,000 you have to come out of pocket to fix their homes.
It's a lot of money.
So now you only have $400,000 left.
I mean, I have to, like I said, I have to.
So how do you?
I'm going to have to
Okay, but I'm
go
saying,
up on how much I charge them a month.
right.
to
So
make
now
my
you're
money
gonna go
back.
up, right?
I have to.
So
That's how I make my money.
wait. So you go up now, as you going up. So now 5 more people come in there because they've been like, oh yeah, I heard good things about Playmaker. I want to go to him. So now you got 5 more people. So now you have 15 customers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now another storm comes the following year, and now you still didn't finish paying the $600,000 you had the year before. So now that $400,000 you had, now it's shot back up to like $800,000, right? So now you got 15 clients, $800,000 in the bank, and now $600,000 that you're paying out. Now another storm comes and does $1 million in damage.
So
now you in the hole 1.8.
So what's the move they can do then? I don't get it. Because if they're not,
Sir,
the claims
at
are
this
not
point,
being claimed.
you can't do anything because it's a natural disaster. Anybody will tell you that. You can't. Like I always tell you guys this story. There was a guy that went fishing a while ago. He watched the news, and he went out there, and the weatherman said it's gonna be clear sunny skies. He went out there, boom. He went out there, had an accident on his boat. He tried to sue the weather station. The judge told him, "Bro, it's Mother Nature. It's unpredictable. We're sorry what happened to you, but you can't sue the weatherman because Mother Nature's unpredictable."
So the claim, everything I'm gathering from what you're saying is now anywhere that lives on the coast of the entire United States, excluding people on the borderlines of Canada, they're all screwed because
Yes.
there's hurricanes hit from Maine all the way down. Not as bad often, but it happens
Yes.
all the way around it in the California.
But everybody has different things that they deal with.
I know they got
South-
tornadoes and like in the Midwestern.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of them aren't insurable either.
Oh, what the hell, man? What's the point of insurance?
Well, they've been saying that for years. It's the same thing. You drive your car, you don't get into an accident, but yet your insurance rate goes up every year.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
And it's not because of you not doing anything wrong.
The other people.
It's because other people.
And you got to pay for those. He's
Right.
absolutely right.
You're right.
That's how they make their money, sir.
Like I said the other week, and you didn't understand what I said. Robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
That's wild, man.
I mean, it's facts. I mean, it sucks though.
Yeah, it's bad, but I guess decisions have to be made in the future for those people that's buying new homes now.
Mm-hmm.
It's
but-
a decision that you have to make.
But who can buy homes right now?
Oh no, it's wild. It's wild. It's crazy. Well, like I told you guys earlier, living in Florida is not. We grew up
It's
in
not
a
even
state.
so much as living in Florida, but
They
it's
don't-
like period.
I know people better off that's willing to be able to pay for their insurance. Georgia, Carolinas, like I told you, it's terrible here.
They got their own problems.
I get it, but what's going on is not as frequent in Florida up there for them.
Yeah, but the thing about Carolina is Carolina has snow.
Agreed. That's year round. They're used to that. They're made for that. They make sure the property's ready for it. The houses, the streets, and stuff like that. Florida should be ready for hurricanes, flooding, and all that stuff. But are we? They try to.
People don't have the money to fix their house to get the houses ready.
That's wild. That's wild, man.
Because you got to remember, all these new houses that's being built, it's production over quality.
I'd rather my house look real good and be a
That's
no.
what you want.
No, I think
Well,
I
you
want my
got-
house to be sturdy and be able
That's
to go
what
through
you
more stuff.
want. But when you got a contract, when you got a builder who could push out 25 houses in 6 months, you really think he's going to sit here and do that?
No,
Hell
you're
no.
right. You're right.
I can build 25 houses in 6 months and make $3 million. Man, I'm pushing them houses out.
Yeah.
Cutting corners here, cutting corners there. By the time you find out I cut a corner, you got to deal with the insurance company.
It's too late.
Whilst my money's in my bank account.
Yeah. That's wild. The Jim Butler thing, sometimes it's bad to have so much money and you do dumb stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I was going to pivot
What's
to
that thing you always say, Greedy? Money just enhance what you are.
Intensifies what you are.
Oh, he's a douche.
Yeah,
he's
that's what
he's
it
a
is.
douche.
It don't change. It just intensifies what you already are, and he that's what he do. Hey, what we gonna do?
So Cash, I'm asking you a question. What's the best way to travel now?
Drive.
Really? You?
Yeah, I drive, but if I have to fly, I'm
Better buy some oil and anoint that plane door.
Tell me more about why you want to fly than drive.
faster.
Mm-hmm.
Gets there in It's more convenient, and it's time. Time is money. When you can't get time back.
The safest way to travel was flying, they said.
Um,
I disagree now, sir.
yeah, especially when they falling out the sky like that.
Falling out the sky,
Yeah.
landing upside down, planes having to adjust when they're getting ready to land.
Yeah.
And you know they only got 30 bands for that?
Planes. Safest way to travel.
Well-
No, thank you.
But let me ask you the question. Let's just say it's 100 planes flying every day, and I know it's more. I'm just using a license number, like 100. How many cars are on the road every day?
Probably just as much, as not more.
Probably about 2 million cars on the road.
More car accidents or more planes falling out of the air?
More car accidents.
Which one? Of course, you can survive.
I get where you
without the
going
car.
with this.
I survived
But-
a car accident.
Yeah, you can't.
You're not going to convince me that a plane is safer than a car.
No. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just saying you have a better chance of getting in a car accident than you do a plane accident.
Facts. You're
You
not
know,
lying
that-
at all.
that's-
Oh no, man! What I've been seeing,
Yeah.
accidentally telling planes to land when one's already landing.
Yeah.
Then one has to go back in the air. That's wild. I will say one thing though. One particular flight that hasn't had any problems was
Spirit Airlines. The airlines that everybody cracking on. But yet, since 2005, them boys have been flying safely.
They've been pretty solid, man.
Oh, yeah?
They've been pretty solid. Yeah, I don't like flying, guys. I have a problem with flying. Me, my ears.
Yeah,
it messes with my ears.
it does make
I
me
get
too.
I get an ear infection.
Yeah, it start popping, and I can't.
I can't.
get
The
a
gum
bad
chewing
headache,
thing doesn't
right?
work for me.
No, and then blowing my nose don't work either. I tried
know.
that.
I can't. I get an ear infection.
Yeah,
and then
I tried
my whole trip gets destroyed.
Yeah.
I don't mind driving. I'm a driver. I like the road trip feeling, especially if you got right kind of people around you playing music, going to like music challenges. Like we play music and we're like naming artists that we play. Like you don't know nothing about this, you don't know about that. It's good. I like this. You have the right people with you, and you can pull over, look at the scenery on the way to your actual destination.
I believe you, sir.
I like pit stops.
Oh,
I
I believe
believe
you.
man.
It all depends on where you're driving to.
Yeah,
also.
True. I've driven from here to Virginia.
What about California? Or you had to go to
The
Vegas?
West Coast trip is it's 3 days. You said
Probably longer than that.
I'm gonna have to take some breaks, but I'll do it. I don't mind. With the right people, that road trip's amazing.
Yeah, and you gonna stay over there? Or you coming back?
Oh, I'm coming back. That's not for me over there. I'll visit and come back.
You can't afford Cali, boy.
If I can't, if Florida's,
I know. Listen, it is, but like I say, man, I pray before I get in the car and I get out of the bed. It's if it's your time, it's your time. I know I'm a little bit older. My the older folks say that man upstairs don't make no mistakes. What he does is good and very good. So if it's time for you to come out of that air, then you're gonna be living on the prayer.
Yeah.
So it is. So we just gonna pray. Do like the old folks say. We gonna expect the worst and pray for the best.
Yeah.
And that's all we can do.
That's wild, man. I never thought like plane crashes used to be like a random thing. Like, oh,
I'm telling you, bro. Now it's just every time you turn on the news, like, dang, another one.
Like I would expect like a private jet to go down, but not a big time commercial flight.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
What else we got today?
So Greedy, how do you like your eggs?
I like my eggs white. I like egg whites. I like egg whites. So I ain't gotta have no fresh eggs or out the farm or they ain't gotta have no yolks. Give me the old carton egg whites and I'll be good. I can go without eggs. I don't have to have. I have pancakes. I have pancakes and bacon for breakfast.
No scramble.
No, I ain't gotta have that.
You don't like it?
Nah, listen, I eat it, but it ain't. I'll have some oatmeal and bread or oatmeal and biscuits. You can keep the eggs. I'll get some milk and cereal.
That's some real old school tactics. Right
Well,
there,
I'm
boy.
old boy. I guess now grits go. Now you get some grits, you gonna need some eggs, or unless you got some shrimp.
But you like the whites. You don't care about the yolk.
I don't care about the yolks. Give me the whites.
Cash, how you feel about your eggs? How you like them?
Scrambled with cheese.
That's what I'm talking about. I can't have the cheese. Hold the cheese. I can't have it. I'm gonna have to cut off eggs now because there's either none on the shelf or it costs about $10. Eggs is turning into what? Remember, guys? You guys remember COVID hit?
Oh yeah.
And what was the biggest thing that was moving off the shelf?
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
That's what eggs are turning into now.
You know what you better do? Get you some chickens, boy.
I like the breakfast sandwich with some bacon and when I was able to have actual dairy, some cheese on it. that's a regular thing for me. I like eggs probably for three times a week. I enjoy it. Me,
When do you have time to make eggs, though?
I can do a boiled egg real quick. It don't take that long.
Yeah, boiled eggs take 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
The after effect is
you go to
different.
boil eggs and go to work. It's dangerous.
The after effect is
Dangerous,
different.
But
But
you know,
I don't mind it.
but you all know what they're gonna do.
It's quick.
They're gonna do just like some of the restaurants. They can start using pound eggs.
Yeah, they're charging 75 cents an egg now for if you need extra. Yeah, that's a thing now because of the egg shortage. And I've noticed now with the eggs, guys. I guess the eggs are like the birds are stressed. The top of the eggs is soft. They're breaking in.
Oh.
I was told by the dairy. See, I didn't know this. Like when an egg first gets laid, it's soft, and then it hardens up.
Oh, okay.
After it comes out hard.
So they ain't giving them time to harden up. They just give it.
The birds
Heck
can't.
no,
The
it
birds
can't
can't
come
push
out
out. I didn't know. I had no idea. The birds can't push the eggs out enough. They're forcing them.
Wow.
Heck no, it has to come out soft. And
I
then
know, sir. I don't own chickens. I just like to eat what they push out. That's all I care about. Now I've learned more about the process, looking into it and watching the shortage. But I didn't think that was a thing. Like it's wild, man. Everyone's gonna be a shortage of everything now.
I never understood how something could happen halfway across the country and then a day or two later it affects what's going on in Florida.
Oh yeah. Just that simple.
So it's like bird flu would be in California and then 2 days later in Florida, oh yeah, we have to jack the prices up because of the... We're like, what the hell? There's no way that bird got to Florida that quick.
It's a train reaction.
So you know they're gonna find a way to make that money.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
They gonna find it, sir. No matter what we do, they gonna find a way. And like I said, we just something we got to deal with. And you remember when they had a few years ago they had that swine flu, and and all the pork, they had to take all the pork off. And then when pork came back, it was like $1,000 for a pork chop. You know, eventually it came back and it went down. So all you guys that love them eggs, you better get you some egg whites, or you better start eating oatmeal and biscuits like me.
Oh Lord.
Or go get you some chickens.
And have some fresh eggs.
And you know what they gonna do? How you get chicken? Where the chicken come from?
Facts.
You ain't gonna get no chickens because they ain't no eggs.
I'm gonna try to go for the chicken now.
They gonna start charging you $1,000 a chicken, and that's just for the female. You gonna need a male.
No, you don't.
Yeah, the birds just push out.
Females can lay. A female
the
chicken can lay eggs by herself.
Yeah.
So you just gonna have one chicken just pushing out all the eggs in the world. You gonna need more
That's why
chickens.
the eggs are
No,
getting
if it's
softer.
just you one, I mean, if it's just you in your household.
Yeah, I need a rooster to produce more.
Yeah, you gonna need some more. You gonna need some more chickens to get some more. Like I'm saying,
Yeah.
you gonna like he just saying you gonna stress that one chicken.
Yeah,
You gonna have that
Man,
chicken.
listen.
You
There's
have
so
that chicken
many.
kicking out 6 dozens a day.
There's so many roosters running around pointing. You can just go and just pick one up, put it in your car, and go home.
Okay, you run up on one of them chickens if you want to. Them roosters gonna tear your behind up.
I know.
Listen, them jokers start kicking that dirt and stick their neck out. All right, come on here if you want to.
I know, and they got the little sharp thing in the back of
Oh
the
yeah. Listen, you can have that. I don't like eggs anyway. Go ahead.
I love it, man. I'm sorry, but I ain't paying that much for the eggs no more, man. I'm gonna have to do egg substitute. Egg substitute something.
Yeah, we gonna have
18
to.
eggs for like $10 right now.
Yeah,
No, thank you.
it's getting up there. It's getting pretty.
No, thank you.
It's getting pretty. But like I say, we done made it through this. It's just be one more thing.
It's always something, man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's always something.
I know. It's like when you get one thing under control, whoop, next thing shoots up.
It's coming. It's coming. One day at a time. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Anything else y'all wanna?
What's the old saying? One day at a time, sweet Jesus.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's all you do.
Oh man.
That's all we do.
So Cash, take us with the property taxes. Talk me through this because I'm learning about it right now.
Okay, the governor wants to eliminate property taxes because he feels once you buy a house, why should you continue to pay taxes on it? Which I think makes sense. But I also think he's just trying to do that to grab votes because he wants his wife to take over. But at the end of the day, property taxes should be a one-time thing. Because if you go to the store and you buy something, you pay taxes one time.
Sure. That's
Why
right.
are you continuously paying taxes
Annually.
on something annually for 30, 40 years?
Facts.
And the sad thing about it is, you can pay your house off, and if you don't pay your property taxes, they can take it from you.
Yes, they can.
You didn't know that?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. He's correct.
You can buy a house for $400,000 right now, and you don't pay taxes on it for like 2-3 years.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe 4. And somebody could go to the city, find out who didn't pay
Yes, sir,
taxes,
and pay it.
pay your tax bill, which would be maybe $1,500 to $2,000,
That's theirs.
and they own your house.
Yep, and you got to go through them.
So I looked it up. The typical homeowner in Florida pays $2,386 annually.
That's typical.
It can be greater or less than it says.
yeah, it
depending
depends on the city you live in too.
So
Yes,
if
sir.
and we're 8.2%, that's the lowest out of
It depends where you
primary.
live.
Agreed. So if I don't pay that $2,000,
A year.
if I don't pay for 10 years,
Oh, it ain't gonna be that.
It ain't gonna be no 10
It ain't
years.
gonna be no 10 years.
After 3-4 years, you losing your house.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's gonna come knock on the door. Mr. Playmaker 250, give
but
us.
mortgage is handling everything and all that. But if
No.
care.
Your
it's
mortgage,
a part of it, right?
your mortgage pays it, but we're talking about people that
Paid their house off.
paid their house off.
And all they gotta do is pay that $2,000 a year.
Yes, sir.
But how hard is it? You think $2,000 is easy to come up with?
If the house is paid off, you should have like some extra stuff, no?
Again, that's $2,000 depending on where you live.
That's agreed.
That's like if you live in some boondocks part of Florida, like Pahokee. Their property tax is probably cheap, but for Boynton, South Beach, Fort Lauderdale,
I'm sorry.
you paying like $5-6 grand.
That's right.
Yes, sir. And on top of that, it's just like for the guys that no disrespect, people that got the trailers.
Yeah.
That lot,
They pay for it too.
you got to pay that forever.
Yeah, that
Forever. That's what it's like. You got to pay for that forever. It's just like that. And I don't no disrespect nobody that live in a trailer home. My
Hey, a home is a home.
My auntie lived in
Was
a
it
trailer home. and
four
she had a-
walls in the roof, right?
Yes, and raised great family in there. We're just saying, for example, that's what it's like, and they're gonna find a way to pay you. If they take the property tax away, they're gonna
You're gonna go on with something else.
What they'll do, they'll give us maybe a state tax and to make up for that.
We already have a state tax already, don't we?
No, you don't.
We got a sales tax.
Oh, so all right. What do you guys think about if they take away the property tax and they give us state tax instead?
No, I keep the property tax because the state tax will be more.
Facts, I agree.
The state tax will be more.
So there's no
I mean,
winning because living in Florida.
Yes, that's
It
period.
can't be a natural disaster. House can't be insured. Property tax 82% is still high. So what are we doing here, guys?
We living because this is
What are we doing?
Listen, because
We're living.
Listen, you pick and choose. You want to go to California?
No, it's worse.
Where you got fires and an earthquake with the ground moving under you? You want to go to New York where you freeze?
I can do some rain over here in Florida. I'm good.
Who?
I can do some rain over here in Florida.
Or it depends where you live in Florida. You got a sinkhole.
It's natural disasters and foolishness everywhere you go. So you just got to pick and choose which one you want. You want to go to California and get an earthquake and slide off into the Pacific Ocean?
Why you gotta say slide off? Wow. If you think about it, guys, literally, Florida. So this is plate tectonics, all this other stuff. We're technically sinking,
Yes.
like gradually, guys. You know this, right?
Mm-hmm.
The coast of
Yes,
Florida
absolutely.
The coast of Florida is coming.
So like that's why they said in about another 100 to 150 years,
We'll be
South Beach
underwater.
will be underwater.
Yeah.
I will not be here.
But by that time we all be
I
dead.
will
and
not
gone.
be here.
So.
Good luck, guys. Y'all got that. Y'all got that.
You crazy. But yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the truth.
That's it in a nutshell.
Crazy, man.
Yeah,
There's no
absolutely.
winning or losing.
Yeah. We just passing through. We just passing through, bro.
I know.
You know.
Live your 100 years, however long you gonna be here, and then
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. What else we got there, guys? Anything else we want
I
to
think
talk to the
that's
viewers
pretty-
about?
That's pretty much it, man.
All right.
great episode tonight.
Yeah, listen.
Positivity.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We just switch it up a little bit, show y'all that we can switch it up. We just like we said, we had a talk and we said we need to switch it up a little bit and talk about something else in the sports,
Real
in
life issues, man.
real life issues, because it's going on, brother. You got to deal with it. You either gonna roll or get rolled over.
Yeah.
So
Always remember, bend but don't fold.
yeah, absolutely. And no matter how tough you think you got it, it's somebody that will pay for your worst day.
Mm-hmm.
So trust me, you don't got it too bad.
It can always be worse.
Y'all know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe. You know it's the pod. 250 Cash Greedy. Y'all take care.
Love you guys.
We'll see y'all next week.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I don't want to live in Florida anymore at this point.
I like that ending.
I don't want to live in Florida.
So killed it on the ending.
That was beautiful, though. I don't want to live in Florida anymore, guys.
You know?
So where are you gonna go?
Just the middle, somewhere. I can deal with Georgia for a little bit.
Maybe you can.
I go to Georgia. I used to
Georgia's
go to
racist.
Georgia free. That's the best racism ever in the world, bro.
Not as bad as Georgia.
I didn't say Carolina. I can go with Georgia. I know where in Georgia to stay away from.
Georgia bad, very bad.
I know where to stay away from.
Yeah.